Sorry, I really forgot about that.
And the outro didn't start. That would be great.
Intro should start, not outro.
Well, whatever the fuck is meant to be happening. I don't know.
Where's that little pills?
Outro's at the end. What little birds?
The yellow ones.
Right, let's
Hello.
try this
Let's
again.
take one.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, ooh. Second thing second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the safe, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, ooh, the master of my sea. Oh, ooh. From a young age, taking my soul into the masses, writing my poems for the few that looked at me, took to me, shook to me, feeling me, singing my heartache. From the pain, taking my message, from the vein, speaking my lesson, from the brain, seeing the beauty through the
Hello!
Hi.
Again.
You're very critical considering all of the things. Hello, everybody. Hello is what she's trying to tell you.
I'm so terribly sorry.
Yes, consider your life choices. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
You're like the furthest away from the mic, Jesus. I swear to God.
Hello.
That's better. Hi.
Don't do that. You might think of something else. Hello, we. Hello, everybody.
Hi, is everyone? It's good to see you. The tiny Africans are off on their own tiny little planet today. So, if you ever had any compassion for we, even a shred of it, a passing moment of, oh, maybe she's not so bad, today's the day to use it. Because, oh my good lord, I'm going to need all the help I can get here, people. Just saying. Just saying.
Why? We love you.
Yeah, but we has also had an extended tiny African absence in her life recently, and too much of us at one point in time might just send her over the edge now.
Right. There's only
See?
there, you have to do it incrementally. You have to
Hmm.
ease your way into the situation, Stella.
We have to ease stuff.
I knew she was going to do that. That's why I was just like, I'll just let this happen. I'll not be the one to say it. Ha
So yes, let me do the thing.
Yeah.
Bubblegum, Lenny, Jessie,
Hello. Hello.
Rosie,
Hello.
Lisa Jones,
Hello.
Eliza,
Hello.
Sophie's mama,
Hello.
and Rosie and Jessie and Lisa Jones and Sophie's mama again.
Hello. 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 Just
Ah.
ask Griffey. I can do that all day.
Hello.
I can do the
Hello.
hello and bye 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 bye. I can. It's one of the skills
Non-stop.
you pick up
Oh,
with
she can.
siblings. I
And
can out
if you
annoy.
if you try to pull a fast one on her by sitting watching her, just waiting how long she can continue with that bye 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 bye. Damn, she's
Yep,
persistent.
yep. I'll
Up
win
to the
that shit.
point where Stella would sit up straight and said, "Would you just shut up already?"
I know, she's very rude.
And then at that point,
Sounds like a you problem.
both
Oh my, don't eat. Right, you're sacked. You're just, we're removing you
you're
from.
fired.
I will not take this insolence.
Oh my. Stella, how does it feel being newly unemployed on YouTube as well? Fired by an Ewok.
Well, I can always sign language it for you.
Okay.
Alrighty then, let's remember we're a monetized channel. Hey everybody, hey!
Hello, Danga.
You know that we're all in trouble when I'm the responsible one in the room. I'm just saying. That's all that you have to do here. Just brace yourselves. So how has everybody been today? How are you all doing? Are you having a wicked Wednesday? Are things rocking and a rolling in your little world?
Yes. She showed the extent of the excitement of the rocking and the rolling in our lives currently.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things I could say there, and then I'm like, yeah, no. Look, some days the fact that you get up and then make it to bed at the end of the day, that is a success in all the ways. Whatever else happens in between, you're not in control of all of that. But sometimes those are just small things to be grateful for. You know?
Yeah.
Oh my good God, you're making it really hard work today.
I'm
I'll just be
terribly
quiet
sorry.
for 20 minutes and let you just roll on. Let's go, Griffey. Come on now.
It doesn't help letting me roll on. I haven't been around. I haven't had much electricity. I haven't had much sanity. And the list goes on. So, yeah. What I need right now is diversion.
That's what we're trying to do, and you're like off on a different planet. Come over here. Come over this way. Bubblegum, tell me this. Which festival are you going to, or what type of music, if you don't want to say the actual name of the festival? Which kind of situation are you headed to? Although anybody would have quite a bit of effort on their hands if they went to a festival looking for a piece of bubblegum. I'm just saying. That would be quite the effort. It could get interesting very quickly.
Yeah, especially if you go around tapping everyone on the shoulder. Have you seen my bubblegum? Have you seen my bubblegum? My bubblegum is around here somewhere and I can't find her.
Right? She told me on YouTube you're going to be here, and I was to meet her here. What? Okay. Yeah, I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous of everybody going to all the festivals and all the gigs and things. There seems to be a lot of people. There have been people going to see Taylor Swift. There was people going to see Beyonce. There was people doing all of the things over the past couple of weeks. And I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Bubblegum says she'll back chat it to you.
Discord it, Bubblegum, for safety purposes. But yeah, I know that's where it gets a bit weird because especially in the UK we have a lot of very small festivals. And people can just get a little bit weird. And one of the things I am very conscious about is people staying safe, because people are crazy. Yo, people are crazy.
Yes. Mental. Yo. And not even the nice kind. It's the what planet are you from kind.
Hey, September.
Hello, September.
Hi.
So, yeah.
Now, before we get too deep into the things, definitely not Taylor Swift. Look, I've respect for all of the things, but I can relate there. I respect her work ethic, all of the things. I think she has talent. Is she always my cup of tea? No, not always. But
Hmm.
fair play. Fair, she's not sitting wherever she is worried about me either. So we're good. It's fair enough.
The only thing that could have made that better right now would be JBT
Oh,
hopping
don't
into
you
the chat saying,
even. I'm like,
maybe now we got bad blood.
don't you even. Don't. um, there was something I was going to say and now I've forgotten. Shit. Dip, 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 dip. Okay, a couple of things to remind you of. Later on this evening, or depending on which part of the world you're in, who knows? It could be evening, morning, fuck knows, whatever. I don't know. Um, we have the Jerks going live in a little bit, just over 2 hours from now, I think. And then after that, we have Pooh doing a little handy dandy informational situation. So make sure you have all your little notifications set to on, because you're going to want to see all of the things today. There's a whole lot of things happening.
Yeah, Pooh will be on at 2 my time, and the Jerks will be midnight exactly. So, yes, the Jerks will be
That
2
was the
hours
most
from.
back to front way you did that,
Sorry.
but yes, okay.
The Jerks are 2 hours and
That's what I
15
said.
minutes from now, and then Pooh will be on 2 hours later. Yeah, sorry, my computer ain't computering, and by computer I mean brain.
All of the things.
Mhm.
Sophie's mama, that is a thing with the whole time zone scheduling. It doesn't matter. It's really difficult. I don't think people realize whenever. I know it's not you saying this, it's me thinking it in my head, because I've been having that trouble for a little while. When you're trying to fit things in this sort of schedule, that you're not getting in the middle of somebody else doing a thing, or somebody else being about to go live, or that something's brewing, so somebody else might have to go live all of a sudden, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it makes it a wee bit complicated to know when to pop in so that you're not, creating havoc, really. Not
I know.
unintentionally, really.
I know. I've experienced that the same. That I mean, then you ask me when am I going live. But in the time frames that I do have electricity and I am able to go live, somebody else is live. And then, just like yourself, I don't want to go and intrude on their live stream, so I wait.
Hi, Bumblebee.
And then, when they're done, there, yeah, your power's out again. Sorry.
Yeah. And then all you're left with is just we, all by ourselves. All by myself. And it's a very sad situation. Just saying. Right, Tanga? I mean, the sheer mention of my name in certain quarters seems to
Still?
create. Oh. Griffey.
Yeah.
Griffey. There's a lot. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Now, one other handy dandy informational piece. I need your help, everybody. There is a channel on the YouTubes that is in a bit of a similar situation to the way Griffey and Stella were a few weeks ago. And all of you guys were able to help in the most amazing way to be able to get the watch hours that Griffey and Stella needed to be able to help them monetize. It's one of the few things that we can do that doesn't require money. A lot of us just aren't in that position where we have excess money. We just don't. Or if you do have excess money, hit me up. Let me know. Hit me up my Cash App, Weezaho, and I'll
No,
do all
hit
the
up my
things.
PayPal. I'll Cash App you with a
Oh.
non-existent Cash App.
Yes, the management have spoken. But if you can, please take the time to click that little link that Griffey has put in the chat there. The channel is Grandma Sherry. Please go over and subscribe to her if you're not subscribed already. If you are subscribed, please try and make the effort to watch her current live streams. I would say if you, because of the way YouTube has to count the watch hours, anything within the past 6 months is a safe option to watch. That's one of the things. So if you can do the same as you did for Griffey and Stella, that would be amazing. Because that's all she wants, is just that opportunity to be able to sustain herself. And she is an adorable human being. One of the people in this community who every time she speaks, unless she's chanting, that's a whole different story. But every time that she speaks, it's like an audible hug for everyone. And I don't know quite how she manages that. So she is well worth your subscription, your time, your effort. So please try and make that happen. It would mean the world to her. And I know that you guys are really good at being able to try to support the good eggs in this community. So please, if you can, that would be brilliant. I appreciate you.
Yay! And thank you. We's gonna hit me with something. If she can.
Hi, Miss Pearl.
Hi.
Copyright, yes.
Pearl's been having a war with the gods of YouTube because every time I think she makes a video and then has got to that moment where she has just put some suitable music to it, YouTube jumps in and goes, "Nah, you're not gonna do it." And I think that
Hi, Sherry.
I don't think most people understand that it's very different sometimes, even what you're allowed to share in Europe compared to what you can share in America. And it gets a little bit complicated. They don't give you a detailed rule book, which would be nice. That would be useful. That'd be helpful. Or like some
Universal thing.
information.
Yeah.
Information in advance. That would be nice. But if I had to put my money on who's going to win that war, I'm just saying, Pearl, you've got this. You know, God help those people. They're going to have a yeah.
And I'll just say, drink up me hearties, yo ho.
Bring on the gay pirates. Do, do,
There we
do.
go.
But yeah. So let me ask you this, chat.
Mhm.
Now, in the nicest way possible, because you have to remember, we have to try and keep things on a semi PG, not the crazy lady way, but a semi PG rated situation. If you had to tell Griffey and Stella something from the past 2 weeks that has happened on the YouTubes, which little nugget would you share? There you go. That's a little challenge for you. If you were like, oh my goodness, they need to know this thing, what would it be?
And that is a quick and very witty way that we has found to inform her dear tiny African friends about whatever may have happened without actually being the one to have to announce it. What? You died, Pearl?
This is true. This is very true. This is very true. She was.
Pearl?
Ziggy literally announced that she had been informed that Esdirk was dead.
I would
uh,
I would want to know who sent Ziggy that little nugget.
right? So many questions. So many questions.
Because it's always a situation of I got this email from somebody claiming this, or I got this message from somebody saying that this happened. I'm never when it comes to the outrageous news that's funny enough, but I want to know who sent that.
Right? I mean, questions abound considering her circle of influence, shall we say. Yeah. Yeah. But yes, that indeed did happen. To quite a large audience as well, and I'm like, oh. This is brilliant. Brilliant.
So Pearl, when are we having your funeral? We need a big procession and the whole deal, like when the Queen went.
Can you imagine? It would be like a reenactment of I don't know if any of you have seen American Horror Story, the Coven series, but there was a multiple situation where they were all in bedecked in the most amazing black outfits. That would be all of us. We would just be all in massive hats doing all of the things. It would be fabulous.
Pearl killed Esdirk with a folding chair. Well, Stella saw that American Horror Story. I haven't seen the Coven one yet. Still need to see that.
There's a new one coming out, and it's going to have. Don't worry, Jesse. And this is just an informational situation. I'm not going to go into it in depth, but it's based on a lot of spider action. So, if spiders are your pet hate, this ain't going to be the one for you. It's the one for me though, cause I love that shit.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
one of these nana of some number of kids. Yeah, there's quite a few of those, or at least that I can remember. I haven't been here in what, at least 2 weeks about? Yeah, 84 years. But even before that, I remember several accounts with the nana of so many and nana of so many.
Hey, JBT.
Now, chat, I'm just giving you a heads up here. If any one of you betray me at this moment, and that includes the panel, it will not be forgotten. I'm just giving you a heads up. Hey, DBT, hi.
JBT, I got a secret.
We's gonna kill you.
We would love to sing you a Taylor Swift song at some point.
Oh,
It was nice knowing you.
I know, right? It'll be at Griffey's funeral because she's not.
Can Pearl hit me with a chair?
Pearl's not going to get the chance, love. Sorry. There's an orderly queue.
There you go. Tanga said it. Happy birthday, we.
You aren't funny. Unless there's cake, I don't want to hear.
We ate your cake.
I don't even like cake. Usually, cake isn't my thing. But at the moment, I really want. What the fuck? Every time I speak, yous are off on a different tangent. I swear.
Sorry, I'm looking at her expression and she's about to lose her shit. I lost my shit.
I'm sorry. But she loves muffin.
There we go. That's, you see, that's why she almost lost her shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
I haven't had any of those either, Jessie. Not in months. Not since Pearl did that video. I haven't had any. I just haven't. It's been quite the situation. Yes, I've tried Manchester tart. I used to date a fella from Droylsden bubblegum. There you go. There's a little nugget for you.
No, Tanga. No, yes, I don't know. No, no.
I'll end this fucking stream hella quick. I'm just saying. You'll think I won't. I will. That is non-negotiable. End of. You're welcome.
What's the point you're trying to make?
All of the points.
Okay. I shall forever hold my peace.
I would seriously consider it.
Hey, Mary Hazel.
I don't know what you're worried about. I don't know diddly shit anyway.
About what?
Because Tanga asked if today's Wee's birthday. How the fuck would we know?
Have you met Wee? She's like a vault.
Yeah. Tanga is a vault as well. Wee is like the Titanic. Inaccessible.
Jesus Christ. Underwater? What is that?
That's a safety measure.
The biggest F up in Irish history? Well, congratulations, Wee. Well done. Well done. You're a success. Thank you. Great. Great. Love that.
Miss Pearl, I'm currently making a very, very sarcastic cartoon featuring me and a superhero
Can't wait to see that, Pearl. So
I know you think yous are being funny, but this is not the thing to poke at. I'm just,
what? So how's your week been?
Great, aye, you.
Great.
I see you're not so fucking funny now, are you? No. Ah, dear. These are ridiculous. Ridiculous! Stella's having a great time, as you can see. It's all going swimmingly well. Good. It's great.
It's been a
Yes.
week.
Soup is 3 nipples.
Okay, so that's what's happened this week. Soup has 3 nipples. Okay. Did she do a show and tell? Or did you just have to take a word for it?
You can't have a show and tell, not show us.
Yeah, I just wanted to dovetail that into it because, I mean, hey. We are the keepers of Tanga's nuts. She has to share.
No, she said soup.
Yes, we
That's-
are the keepers of Tanga's nuts, so whoever's nuts Tanga gets, she needs to share with us as well. And that includes Soup's 3 nipples.
Oh.
I'm imagining one of those situations. I remember a time where I had to send a certain someone an assortment of handmade bikinis that were made for cats and various other animals because they didn't believe me such a thing existed. And I was like, oh, no. Let me show you.
Oh, they do exist.
So I aced that assignment. I made sure they had all of the pictures to the point where if they ever needed confirmation that I was a wrong one, that was it. But I'm imagining now a soup style arrangement of the bikini situation, and it's quite. Look, you see that face? That's the face I just made. I'm pretty sure that's how that went. Yeah.
You're going that direction. I'm going Total Recall when Arnold Schwarzenegger went into that dodgy bar.
Well, I'll let Soup know that was your first thought. These two are barely awake right now because they've had a day. So,
had a
well, I know, but you keep saying that and then you can't really tell anybody what's been going on. So it's like either.
We've had a couple of weeks. Okay.
Shit.
What? It's a thingy. Don't give me that look. No.
Don't do that.
Middle of the night, you want to eat me? Starting with a finger? That came out wrong. Hello, we.
What the hell am I meant to say? What am I meant to say? You aren't making it. You aren't making it very. We tries very hard, very hard to be on her better behavior when she's on somebody else's channel. I know it maybe doesn't seem like that to certain people, but she does. And yet here we are. And I'm like, you think yous are funny? Just wait. Just wait. Just wait.
Okay. Can you give us a time?
I'll give you a fucking schedule in a minute. Jesus Christ. And look, do not play with me.
I already have a schedule to live by. 2, in fact. 1 for children and 1 for electricity.
It's a very sad little tale. Ah.
Woe is me.
Cue the tiny violins!
All 1 million of them.
Zuko is fighting a massive wasp nest.
Is that how she got the third nipple?
Right? She didn't actually say if it was hers. Like, it was just that she had a third nipple. I mean, it could have come from anywhere, to be honest. There was there was no proof that it had always been there, you know, like the Crash Test Dummy song or something. Yeah, it might have just popped up. It might have sprouted overnight. Who knows? There's a whole lot of questions to be answered.
Yeah.
We need more detail. You've also missed during your little unfortunate break, Soup has gone live several times doing different things. That's one thing you'll want to catch up on.
Yeah.
What else is there to tell you? Icid Mel is suing Ryan Upchurch. Now, let me just throw this in, despite what I just said about being on my best behaviour. A certain pigeon person has taken that upon themselves to mean that they can, you know, threaten lawsuits here, there, and everywhere, apparently, which is adorable and all. But when you can't afford pajamas for your own kid, you're not going to be suing shit. That's
Is she
just how
gonna
that
pay
goes.
Is she gonna pay the lawyer in corn? Borrowed from her neighbor or her landlord? Or who the fuck ever?
Maybe she's going to colour them pictures, I don't know, or give them gummy bear earrings. I have no idea how that's going to go. There's only so many gummy bear earrings a lawyer wants. I'm just...
Oh my.
It could get real interesting real quick. So I find that kind of funny. Hey! Hey, bush lurkers, while you're sitting there being all weird and shit, why don't you take yourself over to Grandma Sherry's channel and subscribe? Just because you're nosy and want to be in the middle of everything, you can watch her live streams and you can do all the little research for yourself. Why don't you try that? Try that. You're welcome.
You know that the lurkers that stay in the bushes and don't even bother to say hi, don't even bother doing research either. They just spout shit and claim it to be true. Like the fact that South Africa is not really part of Africa because it's not in Nigeria.
Right? We still don't know where it is. We've never found out. These are just wandering aimlessly round the globe at this point. Although, one other thing that you missed this week.
Yes. Do I have a country yet?
What?
Do I have a country yet?
No.
Oh.
No. Come on now. Catch up. No, but as you also know that I have apparently been on tour throughout the planet. In a way, I've just been everywhere all at the same time. But somebody has only recently heard my accent. And it's somebody who has known of me for a long time, but hasn't actually recognized where I was from because, you know, again, it's that whole keeping your information private. I don't go into chats announcing, hey, I'm from Northern Ireland, everybody, hey! Because that's kind of weird. I love it when
Yeah.
people go into chats and go, "Hey, from the UK," and you're like, "Okay, dokie, great, 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 love that." Uh, welcome to the internet. Hi. Um,
Hello from South Africa.
but this person identified me as they were like, well, they must be like, oh, I don't know, like English or Australian or something. She sounds Australian to me, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
Again with the fucking wallaby, mate.
G'day.
You
And
bastard.
it tickled me. It did. I find it kind of funny.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, you don't even realize you've done a funny.
I have a whole lot to say, but I think it's safer that I don't
Oh God.
because I might offend some folk, specifically those that come from what they want to be claiming, what plantations and stuff.
Oh, that has evolved into a whole other situation. We're now like 10 levels deep into this. That
Oh,
it's so insane at this point that I don't even think that they realize quite what they got themselves into. And it gets funnier at times because you're like, this is actually ridiculous. And most other people would realize, okay, time to stop. Just, just shh, just shh, shh, shh. No, they don't. They just keep going.
stop
And
button broken. Stop
uh,
button. Is the stop button, i.e., common sense button, broken?
I think you needed to have one in the first place for it to be broken, but
True.
it's a bit like their marbles, entirely fecked off. You know, all of the things. Uh, maybe it was attached to Soup's third nipple. I don't know. I can neither confirm nor deny.
It's all Soup's fault. Oh my. Tanga's gonna have a hell of a time explaining that one to Soup.
But in the midst of everything, we've had a ranting pigeon, which has been quite the situation.
When does the pigeon not rant?
When she's asleep mainly, but that's also on live stream, so who knows? It's all much of a muchness,
Okay, well
really.
then she's not ranting, then she's snoring. So you either get a snore or a rant. One of the two.
I mean, there's been a lot. So yeah, there have been interesting things happening. It's hilarious to me, hilarious. Just
I
not a lot
bet.
of them that can be said here. Hey. Bubblegum. Oh my lord. That was trying to break that down for people, and they were still so confused. And then trying to remind. I remember when L15 came out, trying to point out, no, she's English, Southern English. And then people were like, do you know her? And I'm like, look, just because I could recognize an accent doesn't mean we're besties. Do you know what I mean? There's a few more people in the UK than that. Just saying.
Yeah,
There's a
she's
couple.
what? She's Auntie Pauline. She just lives down the street. We have tea all the time. What the fuck? I
She's
can.
related to my granny's cat. I know her very well. Yeah. These are the times where you're like, why bother? Why bother? Hey, Kim.
Hey, Kim. Yeah, why bother? Common sense is gone, gone, gone.
Jesse's loving my Australian accent. G'day. um, there was a whole poo situation that happened earlier on in the week that I can't really mention a lot about right now.
Yeah.
But it was a productive poo. That's why I'm telling you about it. The poo was productive. It was effective. It did the work. A good time was had by all. You're welcome. See the look on Griffey's face? These are the moments I live for, where she's just like, what the
Yeah. Also, other question: who's moving, Kim? We
I,
are
th-
you moving?
I think Kim is talking about your aim to move to America, that certain
Oh,
people were making it sound like it was next week. Kim, that's going to take a very long time.
yeah,
Uh,
that's gonna take a very long time.
yeah.
We're working actively towards it. We want to make that happen. But no, we are not going on parade doing fundraisers as was previously advertised by other people.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah, that is one thing that is really
Careful
I've
now. Careful now.
yeah.
I love you. I love you.
Hi, Amanda.
Hey Amanda.
Hi.
So yeah.
Everything takes time. But yes, it's just one of those things that it's not an overnight business. Not an overnight business. Bit like any of the good things, like educating yourself or learning a new skill. None of those things happen overnight. It'll take a little bit of time, and then it'll be worth it in the end. Can you imagine Griffey and Stella running amok through America? It's going to be hilarious. Two tiny Africans wearing Stetsons just running rampant, searching for Soup's third nipple. It's going to be a whole thing. Oh,
You have no idea how much I wish that could happen.
right. I'm sure Soup's excited as well.
You know, I would so sit and want to make a little video clip short of that just to have that to watch, but yeah, who am I kidding? Considering our power situation, I haven't even been able to do an outro for this channel. So, I think I'm gonna have to ask Pearl after she's done doing her copyright battles to make a little video clip of Griffey and Stella in Stetson hats doing a hunt for Soup's third nipple in America.
Oh, one other thing that you missed this week is that my opinion visa was I had to roll that out into chat. Unfortunately, I didn't get the opportunity to show the actual picture, but it was mentioned, so I just thought you would want to know that the opinion visas are alive and well.
Oh,
And if you would like Griffey to make you an opinion visa, if you aren't already a member of the channel, please consider doing so. It's one of those things that Griffey's going to do as a little members
yeah.
perk for people, put little funny things on it the same way that mine and Stella's does on theirs. Please, if you're interested, please do so.
Yeah.
And if you wish to hit up the Griffey little PayPal, you can do so. It's Griffey with 3 F's because she gives you that extra F, bang for your buck. Hey. Griffey83 at gmail.com. You're welcome.
Yes. And then I will be sending you an embarrassingly long thank you as soon as I have electricity.
She gets really fucking weird, Joe. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, it becomes a whole situation. You're like, okay, stop being weird now, Griffey. Calm down. Calm down.
Miss Trisha!
Hey, Miss Trisha.
How are you doing, Miss Trisha? Apparently.
Bubblegum, the best I can say to you right now is I understand. So you just let it all flow past. That's all you can do.
Do I need to make more type visas allowing us to do stuff?
Yep. Bubblegum 100% needs an opinion visa. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Nearly said something I shouldn't there. Whoop, 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 doop, doop, doop. What else? What else is there to, I've told you about the upchurch thing. There.
We heard
The
about
other.
third nipple.
Heard about Soup's third nipple.
Just haven't
You,
seen it yet.
you've heard that Pearl isn't dead,
Yeah.
which is good news. We were all happy to hear it.
And the chair thing.
Right. There was a whole unfortunate, weird situation that has been building where there's now a sort of what can only be described as like Jerry Springer on tour between Ziggy, the farm, and PG, where it is the most, whatever you're thinking, Griffey, multiply that by like 100. It's like that level of, oh, I mean, we knew already, but okay, carry on.
Oh my.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh my.
This is a whole thing. Yeah.
A holler style Jerry Springer. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I don't watch Ziggy. I stay far the fuck away from PG or the crazy critters on the farm lady. I don't know. I think I learned. Well, Ziggy has always been a bit meh for me. But yeah, after being gone from a certain channel and a certain other channel, and yeah, no, I don't like punishing myself like that. Dealing with the pigeon, the moon, and all that shit. That tends to be enough. No need to throw in a PG and a crazy critters farm lady, and then put Justin for all and Ziggy to top that off. Oh, we. How is your mental state holding out with all of these?
Well, let's put it this way. It's such an amount of utter caca chaos. And I said that very deliberately. You're welcome. Hey. That the jerks are talking about it this evening. It is worthy, even if the jerks went live tonight and talked about it non-stop for the next 72 hours, there would still be opinions to follow after. there's a whole lot.
Oh.
It's creative. See you later, Jesse. Be safe.
Ooh. Where's Jessie gone to? Oh. See you later, Jessie.
But yeah, it was just one of those. I was about oh, and here's another little snapshot into the YouTube stratosphere.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry that this is probably boring for the rest of you to an extent, but there has been a whole situation where a person on Twitter had been organizing a billboard campaign. I know, right? Great. Now you can feel the pit of your stomach already sink with just those words. It only gets worse. Now, that person has a little network of people that they use to help them, and what they were doing was organizing campaigns for lots of missing people. Right? It wasn't quite the Chase situation, okay? But because this is the YouTubes, as soon as certain people got a sniff that was even happening and nobody had asked for their permission to do such a thing, there was a whole investigation into this in the most ramshackle, roughshod kind of fashion that you can ever imagine, and has now turned into the situation where said investigators are doing their own billboard campaign as a result. Now, I don't even need to mention the names of the people involved on purpose. But that has taken up a little bit of real estate. You see what I did there? On the YouTubes recently. That's been a whole thing. You're welcome.
By you being so evasive and so not evasive, my next question would be, does it possibly involve fake check and her sidekick?
I mean, yes. Yeah. Now, one of the, I'll say this for the benefit of those lurking. One of the funnier moments of that was that the person that they were originally investigating did what would have been called Twitter Spaces, which is now X Spaces, thanks to Elon Musk and his weirdness. What can I say? South Africans are crazy. Well, there's only a certain amount you can do. But there was a Twitter Spaces that this gentleman was doing. And said YouTubers decided to stream snipe him, if you will, by sending people in there to ask questions and demand answers, all of the things. The sidekick was one of them. But two people after the sidekick were kind of interesting. One was a lady who seemed a wee bit confused about the entire thing. That was entertaining in its own right. And then came another person. A person that apparently said fake check person and their sidekick, who had disappeared from the internet entirely. at the start of the Summer Wells case, and they couldn't find him. And a couple of weeks ago, had no idea that we're even knocking about. And there he was. I use that term very deliberately. There he was in this gentleman's Twitter group, endorsing this person, offering his support. And of course, said investigator and their little sidekick were confused as all heck. It was the funniest thing to me because I'm like, oh my lord. That was kind of
I
funny.
have no words. None.
When Nicolina's now out in the hunt for this previously mentioned gentleman because he's been doing some very unfortunate things elsewhere. So that's also another, just a little aside. There you go. That's you up to speed on the YouTubes. You're welcome.
Uh-huh. And I saw Pearl say earlier that apparently, who is supporting child trafficking?
Oh yeah, right. You know Chris's beep beep motherfuckers
Yes.
situation. Well, somehow the poultry section have decided that that means that the jerks endorse child trafficking. Now, if anybody could put answers on a postcard, please, that would be great. Now, there's another little part to this. So hold that thought because it's about to get even more weird, right?
Yeah.
This is all while the poultry section and their fellow flunkies have had a situation that has gone on for what, 2 weeks now, if not a wee about 2 weeks, where they had created this fictional event of a fake kidnapping of a fictional person. All of these people were playing along different parts in this kidnapping. This fictional person was being supposedly held hostage somewhere, all of these things, all of this stuff. But the poultry section wants everybody to know that the mother of the missing child that they support was fine with it all.
Really?
And I quote, when she was triggered by it, she left. Now, I think you can, without knowing all of the details, you can see that that's a wee bit problematic in various
Just a wee
ways.
bit?
A wee bit. A wee smidge. But yes, the jerks are bad.
Okay.
We just have to ignore the fact that they've been doing that other thing for 2 weeks. That's just been.
Well, I got another thing that I heard. It was recently because I have been able to catch the smallest fucking increments here, there, and everywhere. A certain moon made a little skit or attempted to, playing as her own sister.
That's yeah, that's sort of an add-on. And yeah, whatever that skit was, I think they needed to add an SH really rather than an SK. Because as far as comedy chops go, Moon, you don't have them, love. You've chops, but you don't have comedy chops. I'm just saying.
No. Because you want to make this whole deal. Firstly, make yourself the victim by bringing up the said person that was brought up later again. Then coming back claiming, don't talk about that person has nothing to do with this. And then coming back making a joke as if you are that person to yourself. Huh? And the same thing with Pigeon and all your shit. You know what? When you have a channel that covers a missing child, you should know better. And not only that, you should do better. But who am I kidding? You need common sense for that.
I know, right? Funnily enough, I said something similar to that yesterday, and then she completely flipped out as a result of that. So let's just yeah.
You have the best ways of making the pigeon flipper shit. You know what it reminds me of? It's actually it gets told again in the movie Walk the Line, Johnny Cash, which Pigeon should know considering she only listens to country music. There is a little thingamabob, a little story that is told between Johnny Cash and his brother about a rooster that lost his feathers. And then he said, "Oh, not to worry, I keep my feathers numbered for just such an occasion when," I can't remember what happened. Something happened that made him lose all his feathers. But yeah, whenever the pigeon flips her shit at something you say, I imagine a pigeon just sitting there going and hearing Wee's giggle, and the next minute it just goes poof, and just feathers everywhere, and you got this naked ass pigeon sitting there all pouty faced and stuff.
Right? It's literally an exploding pigeon. I mean, it's just it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Not sorry.
So yeah, I'll sit here and giggle at that image with my whole ass roof.
And and there's a whole lot. Anything else that anybody else can think of over the YouTubes? Because I'm trying not to get too in depth into everything. We're just trying to sort of give a little surface view to the tiny Africans.
Yes. If we go too in depth, I'm probably going to be buggered considering the fact that I'm not sure what all I can catch up on.
Yeah.
It's sad, but also true.
Oh, if you drop that wee link in the chat again, Griffey, for anybody that wasn't here, if you are here now and you weren't here earlier, if you can take a little minute and click the little link that Griffey's going to put in the chat, it's for a channel called Grandma Sherry. She is a lovely lady. We would not endorse somebody that you couldn't enjoy in all of the ways. What she needs help with is some watch hours, just the same way we did for Griffey and Stella. So if you can help, please go and subscribe, Go and watch her previous live streams, leave little comments, do all the thumbs up, all the YouTubey things that you can. You'll enjoy the content anyway.
Yes.
She's very enjoyable to listen to. You and a very educated lady, a very knowledgeable lady, a very calm and patient lady, and funny as heck at times too, because she does the funniest things at random moments. So please take the time, click the little linky link, do all the things. We would greatly appreciate it. If you are able to support her in any financial way, you will find her little links on her channel if you are able to do so. We ask you because she is a person who is in a time of need. I don't want to go into it too much right here because other people will take it and abuse that person for it.
Yes.
But if you can support her, please do so. I'm grateful. Thank you. What else is there to tell you? All of the things. I don't know. That whole situation with the Ziggy Springer show on the road was one of the funniest because there was a whole situation where they were just. In fact, I'll grab you a little link and you'll be able to play it.
Yeah.
I think you'll be okay. Griffey can do some talky talk while I do some other things.
Talky talk. Talky talk. Talky talk. Sorry. Talky talk.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I didn't mean to. I'm really trying.
Oh, the other little thing that I had to add into there was you'll see my little icon on the YouTubes is purple, not of the poultry variety. I knew you would be confused. This is why I'm trying to help you out here. You see what I'm doing? The idea being that Ichabod Mill uses purple lighting and purple imagery for a lot of his work.
Yeah.
It was one of the things that a certain deliberately unmentioned country singer claimed was a very unfortunate signal of some bad behavior. I'm deliberately leaving it at that. So people in support of Ichabod Mill are changing their little icons to a purple tone of their own icon.
Yeah.
So that's why it's purple. Just thought I would help you with that so that you weren't like, what? What did she do? No, I just haven't got the chance to update it on the streaming app before we went live this evening, but it's on my little YouTubes.
Well, I already have purple in my backgroundy thing. There you go.
Right, and we've got, look at our little screen. We're all Ichabod Milled up. Look at this. It's all very good. Right. Let me see if I can do this. Now let me have to see if I can make this a little bit bigger. No. This is why I don't like whenever the shorts just don't play so well. Right. Need to grab the little link. This is another channel. If you're not subscribed, please take the time, go and do so. This is the link to this video. But let's have a little listen at what they found on the YouTube streets. You ready? I need to turn it up a little bit. And I need to mute myself before I hit play. Do, 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 do.
You know you did. Hey, Daisy, how this feel like you? God, why you let these stupid people up here? I'm trying to talk. And you ain't nobody wants to hear what these haters have to say. These haters are from Summer. This is Summer's army right here. You're not Summer's army. You are not Summer's army at all, Miss Daisy. You are some good talk now sucking ass as a piece of y'all. That's what you are. That's what you are. You know you did. Hey, Daisy, how this feel like you? God, why you let these stupid people up here? I'm trying to talk. And you ain't nobody wants to hear what these haters have to say. These haters are from Summer. This is Summer's army right here. You're not Summer's army. You are not Summer's army at all, Miss Daisy. You are some good talk now sucking ass as a piece of y'all. That's what you are. That's what you are.
It says laugh at the end. It kills me. It's just like,
It's a fucking kangaroo.
I'm like, that's just perfect. I had the same thought independently. And then when somebody puts it together in the footage, you're like, I am not alone. Other people have heard the same thing I did. Where you're
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I have been into sheds on a farm where I've heard more sense coming out than whatever is happening on this live stream right now. And somebody
Yeah.
else had that thought too. So if you click the little link, go and subscribe to that channel. I also promoted them last week on my community post. They're worth a view. You will not regret it. You're welcome. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Yeah.
Lisa Jones, Icked Male, has been around for several years as a creator. Now, there's a long history that I can put into a very condensed view, but one of the best ways to explain is in a short version is he covers a lot of the missing people true crime cases that we see currently. Some also very interesting police chases, which are hilarious to me. Those kind of things don't happen here in that kind of way. But he is one of those creators that has taken what is tantamount more than just a disagreement. People were outright stating some very bad things about him. Now, that's the best way I can put it in a short view. You'll see a lot about it over the coming weeks. That's the best way I can describe it to you. But if you go and look on my community post, you'll see some more information, and we'll fill in the dots at a later time. He's very enjoyable to listen to, very knowledgeable dude, good creator. Worthwhile getting behind. Even if it's just to upset the poultry section. Just saying. She was very upset that I was supporting him. Very, very upset.
Okay.
Right.
Well, good luck to her then.
I know. Like there, I love that she thinks that that would be a concern, but okay. Love that for you. Love it.
Love that she thinks a lot of things are a concern, except when it comes to her own behavior. Right? That shouldn't be a concern. That's nobody else's business.
Right. But exactly. Now you're getting it, Griffey. Now you're
Oh, but
getting
that's
it.
the way. I mean, that's nothing new. It's always been that way.
But it's not just her. It's all of her subscribers and people that she endorses too. The same applies for them, but they're able to tell you all of the things. But we're
Uh-huh.
not allowed to say any of the things.
Oh. But then the same rule should apply to her having her mouth full about everybody else, shouldn't it?
Well, apparently they haven't processed that thought quite that far.
Mm.
Not that that's a shocker either, you know. Same shit, different day.
Yeah.
Hey, stars.
Hey, stars. We're trying to unpigeon pigeon. Unfeathered, unflustered, and no compass to speak of.
One of
The
the
magnetic
funniest
field.
moments. This fills in with what you're thinking right now. One of the funniest moments is that someone in the poultry section's chat had put up a definitive description of all the things that pigeons are capable of recently, and the poultry section highlighted this comment, read it out, and most of the things were news to her. And then she was kind of proud of herself all at the same time. It was the wildest situation. I'm like, I don't even I don't even know how to fix that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm trying
Yeah.
to hold my best diplomatic pose, but what?
Right? Now you know. That's why I sort of cut you off with your. I'm like, oh. It gets weirder. It gets worse. Oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah, yeah. And just to make sure everybody knows that Pearl is definitely not dead. You're welcome. Soup does have 3 nipples.
And we need to go in search of Soup's third nipple in America with Stetson hats.
And this particular
Cowboy boots.
bee wants to lick all the muffins. Just saying. You're welcome.
Oh, yes, she does. And we wanted to be there to take pictures of all of that. We'll share them with Tanga.
Ah, dear. I thought that wee nugget would amuse you. But yeah, it's quite the situation, Pearl. I'm really trying not to read that out on purpose because yeah, it's kind of interesting, and I've been anticipating this moment for months now. I'm ready for it.
I
She
mean,
just needs to go a little deeper, and then all hell is about to break loose.
I've seen my share of cray cray on the YouTube, as you've known. I mean, you've seen a hell of a lot more than I have.
That's
But
why
you
I'm so
know,
broken.
you know I've seen some crazy, and I've even seen someone who I regarded at one point in time having less common sense than the pigeon, referring to herself as a hawk with claws and stuff.
You have to do the maneuver for you don't have to explain it, just do it. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
What?
Hi, Widow.
Hey.
Hey, widow!
The irony of all of these things coming together right now hasn't missed me, Griffey. It hasn't, and I'm here for all of it. And like I say, I've been ready for it. I've been gathering in the way that I do. I'm ready. So yeah, yeah,
Oh my.
yeah.
Oh my.
Hey, Eliza. Um, does anyone have any other little nuggets that I've missed that we need to tell the tiny Africans about, considering that this is their news splash out into the outside world? God help us all.
Oh, I need to ask a serious question though. And although we just got okay 13 people in the chat, lucky number 13. I mean, yippee. I want to know the Red Dead Redemption
Oh
thingy-mabobby that
God.
I did. What?
Sorry.
What?
I love you.
Okay.
What do you want to know, Griffey? What do you want to know?
I just wanted to know if I needed to go through the rest of the footage and try to do a chapter 2 out of it. I mean, I just have to go back on old gameplay and cut out bits of gameplay to just put the story together.
I think
But
it would be a good idea.
if anybody would be interested in watching that, or should I just not do it? Because currently time is limited, so if nobody's really interested in it, then I'm not going to do it.
Do you see Eliza's comment in the chat?
Yeah, I know exactly why Eliza would like to see it, because the last time I told Eliza that the name Eliza is actually mentioned in that Red Dead game.
Yep.
So yeah.
And Widow has been sick again.
Hope you're feeling better, Widow. I hope you're getting better.
Down with the sickness. And yes, JBT, you are a nugget. You're welcome.
So what did your son say, Eliza? And if he's not sure, tell him to go back to, I know it's a conversation between Arthur and Rain's Fall, where it comes up. So yeah, that might give you some idea. True. Your son spoiled it for you. Yes. I actually got a little thingy-mabobby of her missing poster, if you want to see that. I could get that for you. I haven't gotten to the part where she's mentioned. That's a lot of gameplay.
Widow, if you get a little cool pack or a warm pack, you know, not quite a hot water bottle or anything, but just a warm pack or a cool pack, depending on what you find more comfortable. Usually a cool to take the inflammation out of it. It will ease that discomfort a little bit. Just obviously make sure that you're not getting the area wet, but so that you're not wetting the dressing, but it can help to soothe that a little bit in ways that other pain relief doesn't. If you try that, get a little cool pack, like get a bag of frozen peas and put it in a little pillowcase or a little towel, and then sort of lay it over the area. It helps a little bit.
Yeah, being sick sucks ass. And we knows that she is my go-to with all things. I mean, I'm like, we got a situation. There's this and this and this and this. What's the issue?
You're welcome, Widow. And you just have to try and take it easy. You will be tired. And if you're tired, you just have to let yourself rest. Don't overextend yourself. Don't try to push yourself too hard. I know that that's a lot at the best of times, but be patient with yourself too. You just have to give everything a little bit of time for all of the things to take effect. But a little bit of rest will do you some good.
Okay, that was weird.
What's weird? What are you doing?
No, everything just went dark for a second and then came back again. But it was like that.
Right, like a lights out moment.
Yeah, but it's weird because normally when that happens, everything goes off and you have to go and switch everything on again.
Yes.
So weird.
Well, it's just keeping you on your toes.
That's not keeping me on my toes. That is pissing me off at this stage.
Yeah, and that's why we're not going to go there. So we don't, because otherwise, yeah. Well, Widow, make sure that you tell them as well, because there's lots of little adjustments. I've had PICC lines at home too. Sometimes whenever you're taking care of yourself at home, you don't exactly behave in the way that you would when you're at hospital. We tend to do a little bit much, or we tend to think, oh, I'll just do this real quick. And you before you know it, just doing a simple little task and you've overextended yourself. You've either worked yourself a little bit hard or irritated that area, and which is very easy to do so. You have to remember, you have to be patient for a little bit. Get that cool pack, a little ice pack. And as Pearl said, keep that little area without pressure on it. Try not to be lying near it, all of the things. And behave, lady. Behave yourself. Or you know what they're like, Widow? They'll kidnap you and then you don't get the choice anymore. Then somebody puts you into bed and then you're screwed. Griffey will tell you I'm a devil for that as well. I'm like, no, I going home now. I going home. Bye. Bye. I go home. Bye.
Yeah.
That's why she's pulling that face. She's like, oh, the irony. Oh, the irony.
So much. Extremely so.
And if you have any questions, Widow, just ask in Discord. I'm sort of caught, you know me, I'm kind of careful. Yeah, that's also why you're feeling pretty shitty, I would say. Yeah. Yeah. That affects a whole lot of things. That affects your pain threshold as well. It affects your thought process on how you understand things. It affects how hungry you are. It affects your concentration, you know, if you're trying to do things with your little one.
Yeah.
All of the things. So you have to be very careful for now. Very careful. Otherwise, they will step in and take that opportunity away from you. So that's where just a wee bit of extra caution is worth it right now. You're playing the long game here, kid. The long game. The smart one.
I would follow the Wee's advice. And I know it's difficult, Widow, especially with your little one. Yeah. But try.
Yeah.
Don't make us shout at you to call the 911 people again and the ambulance and sitting here going, have you called? Have you called? Have you called? Why haven't you called yet?
Yep. Yep. We've been there, done that, Widow. I mean, you might not remember quite so clearly. We remember. We haven't forgotten.
We were here.
You know that time where we weren't your friend? Apparently then.
Yeah.
That
When we didn't know you at all. We've
when
never
you
met you in our lives. You
when you didn't
remember that?
exist.
Yeah, that.
Right, Pearl. It's funny how, well, not funny. It puts things into perspective when it really is the very basic building blocks of life. There's certain things that affect everything. Oxygen, water, and the very blood that runs through your veins. Those three things are very important. You cannot function without the other one. They're all connected. And the tiny Africans have frozen. Love that for me. Love that. Look at this. This is adorable. Let's see if they'll come back. Nope. Okie dokie. So, what we'll do is if somebody could drop the Jerks link for tonight, please, that would be great. Like I said, that's in about an hour's time from now. If you all head over there, I know Eliza, right? It's one of the funniest things. I'm like, am I just are they there? Are they frozen? Oh, look, they're so cute. It's like me, Griffey doesn't even know about me turning you guys into pixies yet. That was a whole situation. And it made me cackle hilariously because Pixie Pearl was the most adorable thing. Pixie Pearl made me laugh ridiculously in ways that shouldn't be normal, but it amused me a lot. But yeah, if you head all over to the Jerks, you'll find out all of the things about the mobile display of craziness that has been happening over the past week or so. It's been a lot. It gets increasingly weird. It feels like every time I look round, they're all screaming at each other. And don't worry, Lenny, we're grateful for you, even if you're you're behind in the chat. We're grateful that you're here, love. Hello, love you. By the time you'll hear this, we'll probably all be gone. Anybody else have anything useful? Oh, and Pooh. Pooh is also going live after, well, premiere after the Jerks. So make sure you have turned your little notifications on. Because it will be one that I think you will enjoy. Oh, Widow. This is where the Jerks come in very handy. It's a little bit like the clip channels, where when there's a whole complicated situation in these moments like you're finding yourself in at the moment, so that you don't have to spend 48 hours of your life watching the most insane performance, you can just go and listen to your friends talk about it and everything becomes clear. You learn all the things without having to feel that pain all by yourself. I don't know. Is JBT going live this evening? I need to check now. Do, do, do. Oh dear. I don't know if any of you are in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. Apparently there is an active shooter situation, so if any of you are there or have loved ones there, you have our thoughts and prayers, because those situations are always frightening. I don't see a live scheduled for JBT for this evening, Widow, but like all things, who knows? And yeah, it's frightening, Sophie's mama. Oh, it's just frightening. No matter what is going on there, all you can do is just hope and pray for the best outcome for everyone, the safest outcome, and that it all ends as quickly as possible, because this world can be a crazy place, and we see it all the time. All the time. And considering the selection of humanity we see most of the time, you know, there's a whole lot of people I wouldn't let loose on society with more than a water pistol, never mind anything else. Just saying. Okay, so I think we need a little song, Jessie. I haven't got an appropriate little song that would cover it. Trying to think if I know any suitable little songs about turkeys or unfortunate pigeons. None that apart from the whole stop the pigeon situation. And then she'll be going, "You're trying to take me off YouTube." No, no, it's just a cartoon. Calm down. Calm down. And yes, Lisa Jones, don't forget that Discord is a thing, Widow. If you need us, we're not that far away, love. But I think we're going to call it a night. Oh, Miss Daisy had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm, she had a piggy, E-I-E-I-O, with a here. And a cash app there. Here a PayPal. There a grift. Here a dodging road. Everywhere a cash app. Oh, Miss Daisy had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. I lost it in the middle of all that because I was trying not to say the wrong thing. I'm like, this could get dicey real quick. We behave yourself. So yeah. You're welcome. You've Jesse and Eliza to blame for that. Nobody else. I didn't do it of my own free will or anything. That's all you need to know. Okay, everybody. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you very much for your time. Make sure you go and sub to Grandma Sherry. Do all the YouTubey things. We appreciate you all for being here. And I'll catch you all over at the Jerks. So this is your 45-minute warning to go grab all your snacks, go to the bathroom, wash your hands, do all the things, lock the doors, put your phone on silent, make sure that you have taken care of all animals and children possible, barricade yourself in the room, and then you can learn all of the things. Or hide underneath the bed. All of the things are possible. You're not putting me under the bed, Lisa Jones. That's just rude. I live in the cupboard. Hi. Alrighty, everybody. I'll see you over at the Jerks. Catch you later. Bye.